The Texas Secretary of State's office now says it may have overestimated the numbers in a recent report that said tens of thousands of registered voters here in Texas are not U.S. citizens. And that comes as a lawsuit over that report moves forward. And Nikila Pradier spoke with the lawyer who filed that lawsuit. She joins us now with the latest. Nikila.
Well, Lee, LULAC filed that lawsuit against the state yesterday, claiming that the recent report equates to voter intimidation and calling the method used to identify non-citizens misguided. But the person in charge of voter registration here in Nueces County says these developments expose the real flaw, and that's the state's process for registering voters. The lawsuit specifically names Texas Secretary of State David Whitley and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and challenges the report, alleging 95,000 non-citizens are registered to vote in Texas based on data from the Department of Public Safety. LULAC National General Counsel Luis Vera cites a section of the Voting Rights Act.
No governmental entity, be it state, federal, or anyone, can coerce, threaten, or intimidate voters from registering to vote and or actually voting.
He claims that intimidation comes by targeting mostly minority voters who may have previously been non-citizens when applying to DPS for a driver's license.
When you get sworn in as a naturalized citizen at the ceremony as you're leaving, they give you a registration card to vote.
That's confirmed by Kevin Kieschnick, who's over voter registration in Nueces County. He suspects that's why the Secretary of State has told county officials to hold off on demanding proof of citizenship from people on the state list.
What I think the SOS kind of indicated to us is that there's been a disconnect between DPS and them updating their driver's licenses that they're now citizens.
And Kieschnick says that's the core issue, the vetting process for citizenship during voter registration. He says it's time for state lawmakers to fix those flaws.
This is something that the legislature really needs to take up and address as an issue.
For now, Vera says LULAC supports the state's second look at the controversial report.
If they find illegal voters, fine. We're not here for it. We're not supporting illegal voting.
And Kieschnick tells us that 462 Nueces County voters were on the initial report from the state. He estimates up to 90% will be cleared. He says there's no timetable on when the state will be done vetting this list for a second time.